Yeah, that's a great point, and something, if Two Base are to win this series, I wouldn't mind asking them about. I wouldn't mind talking to Boris, another mystery shrouded player that all we know has fantastic hair, but is also playing a fantastic core too. So we'll see. But look what we got
Ooh.
here. The cut. They open up with a bit of
Ooh.
an intriguing draft here. The old grim stroke's not something you see typically early on. The tiny we saw in the last game, but don't say this is a Nick hero, because now we got the Invoker coming out, and as always, when a mid laner takes Invoker, I'm expecting they're coming to try to really Suns fan dribble the ball between the legs and do some of these, and then
Ah,
bounce it off your
yeah.
face and be like, I'm gonna flash
Oh
on this
man.
one.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is going to be a reference that only like 10 people in chat will understand, but there was a clip the other night when the Suns beat the Jazz where somebody threw the ball on his own team into Gobert's face. I could not stop laughing. You guys have to Google that clip. Anyway, so I wanted to bring this up before Invoker was picked. I was hoping that this was going to be a flex tiny, and I'm happy that it is, but I feel like if you're going to have a flex tiny, then Invoker maybe fourth pick would be better, honestly. Because now it's not a question of what position this tiny is. This is a position 4 tiny, which I think to some degree defeats the purpose of flexing. But you do get by the second phase of the bans, I suppose.
Dusting off the old tusk. We don't see that too often these days as the 4 position. Old Earth Spirit had been kind of the trusty one from there, but looks like Two Base say now is the time for the tusk.
They got brawlers, that's for sure.
And they got saves. You got Stampedes out. You got Snowballs. You got Granny Eggs, I guess. I don't know. You got multiple ways to kind of get people out of maybe trouble.
No Granny Rot Bomb this time, but we do have some Granny Meat Bomb, beefcake bombs coming in hot, which is
beef bomb.
Yeah, beef bomb, Granny beef bombs.
The beef
that was in her cookie.
Bomb. Let's go.
A beef cookie.
Delicious.
Goodness, horse meat in this case, I suppose. Well, it depends on which side you take from Centaur, right?
Walrus.
You could be horse, you could be human, or walrus meat.
Walrus, very fatty, very fatty.
Yeah, that sounds very blubbery. I'm not sure I'm a fan. Yes, but I'm a fan of that. Hell yeah.
Looks like we'll get the Tingle King axe on this one.
Yeah, he's famous for this hero. I mean, this is one of his heroes that he grinded to 9k MMR with. Very frustratingly, owning people with this. The hero wasn't even good in the time that he pulled this off. So, shout outs to him. Now the hero is exceptionally good with this new Manta style build plus the Ag Shard. I see everybody spamming this, even in the off lane. And I actually think it does really well against Nakes, because when you call it's pure damage. It just goes through all of Nakes', like, there's nothing Nakes can do to avoid that damage other than literally infest out. But when you're called through BKB, that's not happening. So I'm not actually a huge fan of the Lifestealer pick, in particular against the Axe.
Yeah, picking it into Axe is kind of weird, because historically speaking, at least, Axe, like you said, is a pretty good counter to Lifestealer, but we'll see what they have up their sleeve. I mean, they got more bombs, right? We got the infest into the granny, into the Ags, all this garbage to work. We're going to have to come up, Dakota's going to have to come up with a new name for this. It's a little bit of granny action with some horse meat plus the undead. I don't know how
dead,
that
festered
synergizes.
Meat. Yeah, it's just disgusting. Filth. Shouldn't be making cookies out of that, out of dead meat.
We get the Pudge at the end to really just complete the whole circus act. That would be something special, but I don't imagine that would be the case. Whereas on the other side, what are we trying to round out with? We got our supports, we got a mid, we got an off lane. We're looking for the Scourge McDuck hero. It looks like something to square up against the Lifestealer. Except the fact that you don't have really any easy kills on the other team. Centaur Tusker kind of on the bigger side. Maybe Snapfire could be a bit elusive.
Oh, of course. The hero is PA. You got the PA Grimstroke lane. That's a hero to put the bubble on. You got the Invoker Alacrity Solar Crest. It deals really well with the Lifestealer. You can jump out of shards. You can jump out of Snapfire ulti. The only hard disable is Centaur, and they don't really have any great things to pierce through that evasion. I suppose Lifestealer will eventually build into an MKB. It's a pretty good hero for that, but like historically, PA has been a Lifestealer counter because she just does so much raw physical damage, especially with the Invoker.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what Boris goes for items. You're right, MKB is going to be needed at some point, but does he go Halberd early? If he does, that's going to mitigate a little bit of his damage output, because there's only, I guess there are 2 strength heroes, but 1 core strength. With now that his feast is actually doing a little bit of percentage-based damage, has kind of brought him back into the scene. But I feel like he's still this hero that needs the initiation. the Nake's bomb, as it were, which they definitely have, so that's good.
The locomotive, if you will.
Storm still seems fine. It's not the absolute best game against like Quaswex Invoker and the Grimstroke Silence, but it's the bomb. I feel like you have 4 strength, meaty, beefy heroes. You probably want some int spellcaster guy to go along with that. Feels like it'd be pretty nice.
I Annihilate pulled out last week, and you can still kind of bomb with and jump in with, and she could probably square up against the Invoker all right. Well, I'm with you on that.
So you talked about PA. I agree that with the Grimstroke, it's really good. But thinking outside the box here, I was going to say, what has happened to PL, but I don't think that's particularly good against Lesh. So,
yeah, if it wasn't for the Lesh pickup, it actually would be a really good PL game. This Lifestealer hero currently, this iteration of the Lifestealer and this iteration of the PL, it's like 90-10 for PL. It's so annoying.
I'll be interested to see if Axe, because we've seen the Axes go Vanguard, Blink, Manta, and they skip out on Blade Mail. But against the Leshrac, we've seen how good Blade Mail can be. So will Tingle King go for the Blade Mail at some point? Or just keep going with the meta Manta style? Also, I want to, before they pick this PA, which I agree with again, have to bring it up the minus armor strat, gentlemen. Axe Ags at some point in the game. I know it's like 45 minutes beyond when you get it. It's actually really good. But
okay.
Okay, we got good Chrono Invoker combos here.
Yeah, I forgot about the old Void. That's not bad.
So they're going to go for the Cataclysm then. Okay.
All right, gentlemen, draft's complete. Last time you both favored the Cuts draft. How are we feeling about this one?
I'm going to be wrong again. I like the Cuts lineup more again. It doesn't look like a good Lifestealer game at all. But Boris is a god, so who knows? I'll go with the Cut, though.
I will go with the Cut as well. I will go with the Cut.
I
think it's
Cut.
Easy team fights.
They both got your back on the panel on this one, but I'm with them. I like their draft a lot. Let's see what our casters have to say, though. First, we have to head to a break, but when we return, we do have Lyrical Trent and Pop-Tart joining us.
Welcome back, true Dota fans, and welcome to all of you other people that came from the other series. You're now watching the best region in Dota. That's right. Trent, game 2 of the Cut versus Simply TOOBASED. How you doing?
What? There was other Dota on?
No, apparently not.
I just wait until the world turns to North America and I rise and I watch Dota.
That's the way to do it. Dude, look at this wraparound that's coming right now from Simply TOOBASED. This could be a bad way to go. Do they run into them? Oh no, Tingle King, not again. Not again. Not again. Oh, they didn't want to take the tag team. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably like, well, if I get this hit, like, is it going to be close enough?
Right.
Yeah.
Well.
Whoa, all right.
He goes back in.
Come back?
Tingle King's crazy.
Scourge is like, I don't want to be here, man. I'm a faceless void. Like, what am I going to do?
True. Yeah, there's not a whole heck of a lot. They're going to force him back right now, taking the Battle Hunger early and looking for a big old round of the Stroke of Fate, but they'll get the D ward there. And it looks like this should be a 2-for-2 in the end when all is said and done.
All right. Chill on out. So, okay, well, we ended up having some coordinator issues, guys. You probably saw. So there was a bit of a delay, and I feel like that's very good for the Cut. I don't think any sort of, mental... It didn't get worse with that delay. I feel like it only helped alleviate some of the pain and maybe get some laughter. And I'm like, oh, remember that time I took Ags on Tiny? And then, they can breathe a little. Because I think rushing that right into the next game would not have benefited them. That was the classic situation of like, we probably had a very good chance of winning that game and we kind of biffed it.
It's true. I think that, that is obviously us making some assumptions, but I think what you said is true of like, it at the very least wouldn't have made it worse, in my opinion. As Vol's taken -8 armor. God, that spell is just so ridiculously strong. And against a Tiny already, it is annoying.
Yeah, it is the reason why this hero gets picked. I mean, she already had a very good kit. She was just missing that little bit in the laning stage, and this is that assistance. Oh, her courier, though. Okay, nice micro with the courier from Empyrean.
Makes it through that little passageway already built up.
I said that. Did he see?
No, they're chilling.
Yeah, he had a little peek there, but now they know. Of course, will he just run in? I don't think he saw it, thankfully.
Meanwhile,
though, tap that thing.
Down bottom, Pingu in some trouble with the tag team. Can't get him. They're going to try and turn on the monkeys. Gets a bash. Gets the stun. Needs another bash. The slowdown. And Centaur is the one that gives up first blood. Scorch McDuck making it happen.
And now he's after that courier. Come on.
Get over here. Dude, he is missing so many CS
like in the
right now.
He's like,
Dude,
10.
Look at this
Calculating.
Oh, no. All right, well, you know, it's fine. He just misses a couple CS there. I'm sure it's no big
Maybe
deal.
he thought the slippers were boots.
Ooh, okay.
You know? He's like, no move speed. Ooey. I'm sure it's fine. Couriers are worth a lot, you know.
It's true. Definitely nice. And I think
we have some returns. We have the last track on Annihilate once again. This time versus Little Nick's Invoker as they move the Tiny into the position 4.
Right.
Do you have any preference between the support or the core Tiny these days?
There's parts of this support Tiny that I think look really, really strong. And I actually think that I like it more, but you kind of need to have the right combo. I think in a situation like this too, where he's got like a faceless void, like tossing somebody into a chrono and things like that seems pretty cool.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they actually have a pretty neat play making it. Like he can toss to the axe too for like some smaller plays. He can toss the axe in onto other people.
Yeah.
He can do an Avatos combo with Sunstrike. Yeah, maybe because I think one of the hard parts for me, at least, watching support Tiny is with all the nerfs to toss. It's just so depressing.
Right.
Because it used to be so much stronger, but in its own right, you know, movement-based abilities where you're taking someone from where they are to where they don't want to be, they're always good in Pro Dota.
Absolutely. And this is still, yeah, exactly, except Pudge. But I think that this still is a situation where, you know, he does what he has always done. And it's maybe a little bit worse, but that value, the like, you know, uniqueness of Tiny is still going to be really worthwhile in some of these games. I think this is one of those games. The big problem I'm wondering about is, are they going to have that damage in the mid game? Like, I'm a little bit concerned whenever I see this faceless void here. I just feel like sometimes you just chrono and then nothing happens. And you just feel bad.
And Tingle King's all by himself here because there's a smoke now from Vol. What is the play here? He wants to be here for the 4-minute runes.
Okay.
And he might, yeah, if he gets the toss. Does Danny know? That's the question. Oh, he don't know.
Oh, there it is. Avatos easy as pie. The beatdown comes. Vol picks up the water rune. That might have been enough to keep Annihilate alive, but instead, he goes down. Nick gets the final touch.
Oh, no. He had the damage there. That last right click. Is his urn done?
Yes.
Whoa. He has 700 gold up on Leshrac.
Yeah, he's having a really good game. Somebody ate their Wheaties in the morning. They're looking good after that game number 1. Tingle King now going to get wrapped on, but we'll see if he ends up going down here. Very tanky, has that ring of health. Cookie forward. That's a nice catch. Call afterwards, gets a couple spins, but Tingle King, he's going to fall.
And they can't even get the punish on the monkeys.
No. Well, they got the punish onto Annihilate, so I guess that works.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll take that.
Does try and clear through this small camp now.
Can he get there before the 5-minute mark? Not quite. Oh! Oh my god. He did it.
That was really nice. All right. Gets there in time. Perfect.
Value. Too bad Tiny stole a bunch of the XP from it.
I wonder if he's trying to reinitiate again here. I mean, getting the urn is nice, but if you don't get that like charge, it's going to kind of suck. So I think they want to get that here.
Yeah, big ward though. There's no way he's going to get caught by this.
No. Playing it safe on Annihilate on the opposite side. There is also Empyrean nearby, still with the bugged out Snapfire. You love to see it.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And Vol's doing a big rotation to the bottom. He has the Tranquil, so he's pretty speedy. And the Courier might fly right over. And Monkey's going to be like, oh, interesting. Oh, gets his hood delivered. Yeah, okay. Good jokes, mates.
Yeah. Chase forward. Scourge McDuck there looking. Oh, maybe actually with the slowdown. The bash?
No. Get out of here. Look at this guy. Genius. Not casting any spells for the time dilation. Meanwhile, this other pathetic offlaner. No. Tingle King gets gagged. Not as fortunate, though, as he doesn't quite have the items.
No. He getting that one kill on him slows down everything else just that little bit. Does look like he's going to be going straight for that Vanguard. Curious if he stops along the way for these phase boots or not.
Yeah. I mean, basically just having boots, right?
Yeah.
is what ends up killing him because he doesn't have that first big item finished.
Mm-hmm.
But you need the boots in the lane, so... And he even gets the D ward, so you know what? He gets a little bit of a rebate there on his death.
True. No stacks yet. Gonna farm up this one, then probably head back to lane afterwards as Empyrean makes the move over to the side. Could ward this up again if he wanted to.
All right, now can I get a self?
Dude.
Inkswell on Pingu Tossin. All right, interesting.
Dude, he just
Big
rewarded
brain
again. You see
Yeah,
that?
that's the huge brain. And he'll never know.
Boris moves in. Tingle King got to back out. Being forced back, and this is catapult wave. This is no joke.
Yeah, and look at this rotation. They're hoping someone else TPs.
Jeez. Yeah, they are just giving him the business here. Damn, dude. They are really treating him well in this off lane. Giving just a lot of attention.
Yeah, they already glyphed. They don't even need the edict here. This tower is gone. They can go mid and force that as well. Again, though, appropriate punish. Something had to be done. If this guy's gonna be like completely alone, you have to be getting something else around the map. But there goes your off-lane tower. Not the most consequential one, but gives a lot of space to Boris now. And we saw what he did last game with that much space.
Right. And I mean, even just sort of slowing down this axe feels really relevant in this game. Right now, it is still a slight lead for the cut, though. And I think a lot of that is just off the back of this Lil Nick Invoker, who's had a really good time. 600 gold over the Lesh, and has an earn charge now as well, can start getting active.
Yeah, he's the kind of hero that you'd almost hope to be able to rotate to one of those fights, but I kind of like that he didn't, because, you know, they don't have the best vision there. Obviously, we know there's also really good wards from TOOBASED in the area, too, so it could have gone very poorly if he tried to make some sort of a play to save things. Instead, just get your basic items going, and this Spear Vessel is going to be quite powerful this game versus the Centaur.
Yeah. Who is going for
I shall have Yules, but, you know.
Nah, it's not bad for sure. It'll be good. Well, still farming it up. A movement in towards mid next. Vol heading over in the area, but this ward again gonna scout it out. Might come a bit too late though. Lee snowballing off to the side, able to dodge. Cold snap, avalanche, but the back away. And Stampede afterwards. Lifestealers here too. Oh, nice combo, and Nick gets punished.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. That's a really good combo. Using the stolen Centaur with the Stampede. Oh, this is spicy without Invoker.
They want to fight. They don't want to give this tower up. So they will bring enough heroes to force back the rest of Simply TOOBASED. No Stampede, no fight.
Man, it's actually tempting to go right back in there, but the chrono is up. They'll probably just wait until 10 minutes when they get the tome and get level 6 on Empyrean. Just go for the kisses play. I really hope that Flea gets space up top. So this is the best thing. Your 4 gets 6 naturally, give it to the 5, and just 5-man run at mid. And I feel like with Stampede, they can take that tower with their Leshrac with ease.
Would be really nice for them to sort of get that taken care of, shut down the map if possible. I will say, I like this Monkeys Forever build. He's just like going to be a giant monster. Has Hood done going for Vanguard next? Like, it's pretty neat. Although if he dies during it, it's maybe a little bit less good, and it looks like he is going to go down yet again. How much damage he did to Scourge McDuck though, just by being him? That was before Vanguard.
Yeah, that doesn't go quite as well next time. But up top as well, Tingle King's in the middle of things. All right, big spins, big spins.
Needed another one, but not going to come to him. I Annihilate having a pretty good game on this Lesh yet again. Dual Scepter.
Spell the DD.
Where's it? Boris forces out that rage. But that is all of the earn charges now for Lil Nick.
Ooh, yeah, good point. That's actually pretty depressing. Those are not going to be easy to come by this game unless they start getting the pickoffs with Tingle King and Vol. But
Right.
Tingle King obviously going down again isn't really getting a lot going. God, this ward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been too good. Way too much vision this game.
Definitely.
Oh, nice shards. Put some
Catches
pressure
there.
on him.
Cookie afterwards, snowball in, wants to punish, but the stun timed perfectly for Radiant, and then able to lift up. Flea gets
nice.
pulled back in. Nice catch there by Tingle King, but now the Mortimer's Kisses comes out and he dies again. Oh, wow. Simply
I can appreciate the
TOOBASED.
team ditch there.
Yeah.
Just like, get out. This is not going to be good.
Can they fight now? They don't have Chrono. They're at least able to keep him off the tower for the moment, but very weird game that we got going here. A lot of heroes mid constantly.
Do you have anything that's great with Soulbind in this game? Not really, right?
Yeah.
Nothing too quality. Make a huge difference. Just a couple Invoker spells, some Axe spells.
Does kind of feel like the Ink Swell will be nice with the Axe, though, when he gets his Blink Dagger up.
This ward. Cool. Smoke pops as Flea walks past that ward, so they know that they're down here with the monkeys. Oh, he didn't get the jump in time.
The combo, though. Walrus Punch, pretty as can be for that finish. Can they get anybody afterwards? Double toss action. Get tossed. Can they kill off monkeys, though, afterwards? There's the Cold Snap, as well as the Urn. And the lift up. Does monkeys go down here? Do they have enough to bring him down? Dude, Vanguard Hood, no boots. Who needs it? Just walk away slowly. But in the end, they will be able to chase him down for the kill. As Tingle King dies yet again on the other side, and they take the mid tower. So it comes at a cost.
It's like he's trying to be tied and he's just not tied or something. I don't know. Well, I mean, it is just a crazy amount of damage. Tied or Axe, I suppose, is just going to be struggling versus a Leshrac and a Lifestealer at this point. Yeah. With only minimal items. Vol tries to get a quick pick onto the snap, but not enough damage even without raindrops.
Lee comes back in, and Boris is here too.
Oh, he's
has
just
the
dead.
armlet already done.
Munch
Yeah.
him.
Vol, Dunzo. Dude, Lifestealer against these heroes is pretty freaking cool. Such a good pick for Simply TOOBASED.
He is a another one of these heroes. I mean, it's just like Luna, really. It's so much about who you surround yourself with, right? Because he needs help. He can't do a lot of stuff on his own. Void, you know, you can do a lot on your own. Sure, obviously you want like chrono combos and stuff, but sometimes you play some Dota games, you're like, all right, I need a carry. I'm picking chrono. You know, I ignore the rest of this hero. I pick the Chronosphere. That's my game. I'll pick an Anti-Mage, you know?
Yeah.
Lifestealer, not one of those heroes. Lifestealer, you need friends. You need stuns. You need slows, you know?
True.
But they play extremely well around Boris, obviously.
I mean, that is going to be the big question mark also, I guess, is like how well does he do against this Faceless Void? Is he going to be able to live through that burst or not? And, you know, maybe that's where we see another Centaur Ags later on down the line, potentially.
Basically, think how close they were to not connecting that smoke on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because of that ward, and like he was just mid-time walking out of there. Is back in the mid lane. Vol, he's the target this time.
Dude, Flea is getting it done right now.
He really is. He's putting the respect on Tusk that he deserves. As there was a sentry there that caught Lil Nick, but I mean, you just cast a bunch of spells here. You don't have Edict.
Yeah. No, they're not going to get him. And in the meantime, Empyrean moves on in. Did he get a deny, or I'm not sure what happened?
I believe he just escaped by cooking himself into that tiny spot. Uh-oh.
Tingle King's coming.
Oh, Paul, it's not fair. He has this giant axe, and he can only do it every 4 seconds. How is that fair?
That's true.
Ice Frog, please.
He needs like a Monkey King ability that he can like toggle where he just axes in front of himself. I like that.
He should have no cooldown on Quelling Blade.
I like that.
That's fair, I think. I mean, give Axe something, please.
Smoke
so
up
good versus Hoodwink.
That's true.
All right, well, we still lack initiation aside from a toss, but they don't really have the toss heroes, and they got a good
the pipe
option.
Or the hood, rather. That was so good.
Yeah, I do. I love that aspect.
Jeez. That's actually such a good answer for this. If you can Stampede out, like, you're just not going to get any Cold Snap procs. And now Pingu, he's in no man's land. So is the rest of the team, actually. This is a really weird setup right here. Tingle King, the 2-person stun, but then able to catch both of them afterwards. Empyrean in the back line, just laying out the deeps. He's trying to blow up Bull, almost enough for the kill. Tingle King takes down one. Oh, good play, though.
Oh, no!
I Annihilate catches him off of nothing. Oh my god. Poor Scourge McDuck. Oh, that one hurt.
I never knew his animations were so long until this game. You know, mid-time walk, mid-chrono. Oh, it's painful. It's so painful to see. It's like he's playing versus, what is it? Bane's new Enfeeble.
Enfeeble, yeah.
Increases your cast animations because we needed something new added. Thank you, Ice Frog. Can't wait until there's an item that lets me debuff someone with that.
It's going to be disgusting. As soon as it's going to be Mage Slayer. That's what it's going to be.
Yes, finally.
That's how they bring it back.
That's actually not a bad idea. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it. It's thematic. That's what we go for in Dota.
send my royalties to Lyrical Dota at twitch.tv. It'll be perfect. We're ready for it.
I mean, you just get, well, you're only going to get shop gold.
That's right.
Wise. So
Maybe
it's,
that'll
hey,
help my
a couple of
MMR.
sentries there. Oh, hey, Flea. You want a third sentry on this hill? That's cool.
Bringing him down. They take care of business. Much needed. Scorch McDuck has Maelstrom now as well.
The funniest part must have been Flea putting the sentry and seeing 2 Radiant sentries.
Yeah.
So why are these both here? And then suddenly there were 2 heroes too. It was, I'm sure, a very confusing 30 seconds for him. But the lead has been growing for TOOBASED. They're the ones who are getting the majority of the picks across the map, especially the most beneficial ones. And they're the ones that have a Blink Dagger on a Centaur Warrunner. So I would be afraid.
Although, they have Blink Axe. Tingle King, there's no creeps around him. Oh, man, you want that kill so badly. But not easy to get on Monkeys forever. Maybe he comes back in now? No, he knows.
They don't have damage before there's like Exort, right? Like there's no Sunstrike damage right now. The Alacrity damage is not going to be good enough for a Faceless Void versus a Centaur at this point in the game with Max Retaliate Vanguard.
No, they need spin damage. They need everything sort of work together in perfect synchronization, and it's just not easy. It's not an easy fight. These heroes
Dota was
too
never
buff.
easy.
No, Monkeys
We
forever.
wouldn't play it.
I don't know about that. I like my Warlock games.
True. All right, we're finally going.
Pull back in. Time dilate afterwards. Spirit Vessel. Again, Empyrean in the back line, just doing more than anybody else. Flea catches Scorch McDuck. Has Chrono afterwards, but Boris on him.
Please.
Great rage afterwards. Tingle King goes down. Just really clean stuff coming out here from Simply TOOBASED as they stomp down Pingu, gonna catch him afterwards. Easy pick off for the kills. And Simply TOOBASED just picking up immediately where they left off in game number 1. Looking good.
They're playing so stupidly well reactionary-wise. Like, they forced that movement out of the cut. You know, everyone was farming on the side of TOOBASED, and so they felt pressure to make some sort of a move, and they had it set up so that the only move you had was trash. Oh, let's go on Centaur with these heroes. Like, they know they can't kill him that easy. Their best hope is they waste some spells, and then they can get out and they can re-engage, and they sort of almost had it, but then Scourge just pumped the Chrono 3 times again because it wasn't good, and then he was dying, and then a tornado came through, so he didn't do it again, and then he just died once more.
Yeah, I think it's a really they've identified a couple of the things that could like mess them up this game, and they've just completely shut them down. And Tingle King's Axe is one of them. You know, they put a heavy prioritization on shutting this guy down, and now you don't have damage to throw into the Chrono, and you also can't force a good Chrono. Game is looking really rough. They gotta wait for the late here. It feels like 10,000 net worth up right now for Simply TOOBASED at just 19 minutes in. And jumping towards mid. Oh, they got him caught. Nowhere left to go. The axe will fall. Oof.
This is usually the point of the game where I give my little speech about like, well, it's okay because they don't have great tower hitting.
Right. Okay.
But unfortunately, they do. They have Leshrac. You know, I Annihilate can just clean up any objective pretty much by himself when you're this far ahead. So yeah, things are desperate.
Well, Flea helping out the cut a little bit here, you know, just running into Bull brazenly.
All right. Making safe space for his Aegis Leshrac.
There it is.
Yeah.
So top 3 net worths inhabited by Simply TOOBASED. They do still have, you know, later on down the line, Chronosphere. Maybe going to be trying to play with that Exort Cataclysm. But it's going to be a little while. I almost wonder if it's worth it to just, like, not go BKB on Nick and just try playing for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Probably not. I think you can make more plays in a team fight with your BKB.
Okay.
Versus this lineup. You know, they need him.
Yeah.
Now let your Void be greedy. You got to play some Dota.
That's fair enough. Make some space. Play like a sniper. Well, not a real sniper, but like, you know, hiding away and then picking people off type of thing. You knew what I meant, Trent.
Like ho ho ha ha, you know? No. I like how you said not a real sniper, but you did mean like a real sniper. You meant not a Dota sniper.
Because that's a reality to me now.
Yeah,
Dota 2 is my reality.
That says something.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right.
Big blow up.
Well, I don't know why he went in here. He's trying to force a fight, I guess.
This is going to be Aegis. Okay, Ice Wall, Nick. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not the way to do it. Chrono afterwards. No! Scorch McDuck, you're dying. Lestrak's doing a lot of damage.
Oh,
but
nice
maybe a chance. Nope, won't be able to quite kill him off in time. The heal comes out. They blow up all 3. Oh, man. Simply TOOBASED does it well. They do get that one. All right, Vol makes the kill happen. Takes down Empyrean, who is on a dominating streak.
All right, Vol, let me see the greatest escape ever. Use that whip.
Toss it away. Just toss your problems to the side. Won't happen. Damn, dude.
That was pretty clever. Annihilate just like essentially baits himself. Like, maybe I'll die, but turns out they weren't even close in terms of damage. He's a crazy amount of health right now, and they have extremely minimal damage. And even if he does die there, they're getting a fight with this Aegis, because it's pretty hard to force a fight at this point, you know?
Oh my god. Dude, he's about to kill Pingu. Oh no, he got a DD. You know he's going for it. Please ready.
Yeah.
Please ready. Big jump forward. Oh no, he 3-shotted him.
Voice line before they catch you.
Run away. Snowball, does he have blink again?
Yeah.
No,
oh,
he
no.
doesn't. Yeah, I used it to get in there. So he's going to get punished. Flea pays for his trouble, but he did 3-shot that
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane.
Right.
Yeah, good tips. I hope they at least have TPs. Oh, they don't.
Oh no. Yeah, they all TP top to get that kill. Oof. Tingle King. Big call though. Big chance for a call here. Tornado lift up, looks for the opening, calls it out afterwards. Rage is there, cookie in. And Annihilate turns and burns and blows up everybody in existence. Stomp, Grimstroke done again. And they're gonna try and take down Rax here. Just really pretty play coming from Simply TOOBASED. This team proven, you know, they deserve to be here. Coming up from lower division as well. Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, questions without Z-Freak, right? I mean, this is... See this coming out, you're like, damn, these guys are so good. Oh, they get some hype names, Monkeys and Z-Freak. And then Z-Freak's like, well, excuse me, Sad Boys. Oh. Oh, TI winner. Oh. But where's Sad Boys and where are TOOBASED now?
That's a good point. Not in the same place, Trent. Not in the same place.
No, not even that close, in fact. Scourge? Oh, he doesn't have it. All right.
Would have been pretty hype, but does not connect. Maybe a play here. Oh,
onto the 5 Snapfire.
Get out
of the same
there.
level as Tingle King.
Toss him in. Avalanche. Flea.
Oh, Flea. He's
Interrupt.
trying.
He's crazy. Snowball afterwards, trying to get away. Does have that haste turn still, but they won't be able to catch up to him, it doesn't look like. Although Vol, he got that bonus movement speed. Okay. Avalanche. No, he's not going to go for it. Boris is coming in. Can't run into Boris. Boris is a monster this game.
Yeah, he's level 18 right now. Oh, nice, but he's courierless. Tingle King hits it with the dunk.
That was a good portion of his satanic.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Vol,
yeah,
slowest punch.
He's out of there. I think Simply TOOBASED are definitely feeling themselves this game. I think that this is one of those feel-good ones. And likewise for the cut, it's been a little bit rough.
I mean, pretty much everything has gone their way. Did they... I mean, the Lestrak lane, I guess, wasn't the best, but they instantly just joined up with teammates, and it didn't matter. It's not like Lil Nick was able to convert his lane win into anything.
No. Monkeys just keeps all chatting, too, with the voice lines. You love to see it.
That's a good one.
Annihilate getting body blocked by a creep, but they're going to move on in and take down this mid tower now. And the rest of the cut spread out around the map. Again, being cursed by our panel.
True. Yes.
It's 2 times in a row. Cut fans blame Suns fan and Jenkins as per usual.
Yeah.
As bottom, Boris. He's just gonna keep chasing Scourge McDuck. Looking for a bash. Not finding a bash. Jumps away. Flea. Shards. Ooh, God.
He actually had Yules, too. That could have been bad.
Yeah.
He's out. Back to the full base, and they have a ward seeing everything right now, but we got a deep ward from Pingu. Nice.
Okay.
All right, so what do we need here? Last track, 2,000 HP with Eternal Shroud. Ooh, man, that's a tough one.
They need about 3,000 more gold on Nick. That's what they need. Who is about to get punched. And tries to get out of there. Cookie in afterwards, misses. Scourge, okay. Good chrono, trying to take down Annihilate at the start. Can they get him? They will. Stampede afterwards, Tingle King getting hit by Empyrean. Scourge McDuck able to get the jump away. Not
Just
a
get
bad
Void
fight here.
out. Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't think you can re-engage. Although, actually, you know what? This Exor's catching back up now. Little Nick's got some damage. Oris wants some, though.
Boris in there. Rage comes out. Vol, Ghost Scepters, backs away. Waiting for Rage to wear out here. Could you look for a turnaround? Able to find that backline. Tingle King there for the dunk.
King?
Big plays, big plays. Vol still living. Has another round of Avalanche toss. There's the Tornado lift up. Ice Wall down. Silence now. No Rage for a couple of seconds. Boris has it back available again.
Ignore Boris.
Catch. The chase down and the kill. Now Boris in trouble. Monkey's Forever went for the stun, but Vol there with the Avalanche to interrupt.
Oh my God.
One by one, the cut from the depths of despair. Falling apart will finally manage to take a fight. 5-0. And Roche is up in 40 seconds, Trent. Look at that.
I don't even know. I'm not even sure what just happened. Time dilation damage was probably insane that fight. He did 3750. He did the most damage as Faceless Void that fight. That seems crazy to me.
What the hell? That's wild.
What? How did he outdamage the Invoker? Invoker had 3 Spirit Vessels used, 2 EMPs, 55 Wex presses.
I guess
Mash at those keys.
Mask of Madness with Maelstrom, you know? It's still pretty good.
Yeah. I guess he just kept on swinging. That's a hard fight to keep swinging in his Scourge, too. There's so many stuns you have to be worried about, and he spent a lot of that fight running from Boris's Rage, too.
Now, we did see last game, for those of you that missed it, a really contentious back and forth. It went to a pretty late stage game. It felt like it could have swung on a pendulum either direction. And with this fight win, you know, it's still 11,000 net worth lead into the favor of Simply TOOBASED, but it feels like there's a chance.
Well, you know what the best part is that the fight was so elongated and extended that Chrono's back by the time TOOBASED have everything up again.
Right.
Like now, by the time we actually fight, it's going to be there. This is the best course of action, though. Instantly go for the Roche. It is second Roche, and this really puts a bit of a damper on their parade here.
Can they get it in time? It goes really quickly.
I mean, they got the Sunstrike, right?
No. Oh, the cut don't know. They don't realize it, and it is going to go
with
down
how Flea's playing, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Too
Nice.
late.
Good plays. Good plays, Flea.
Yeah. Very well played.
All right. Who's getting what?
Relatively quick respawn there on that Roche as well.
Lifestealer's getting the shard. Oh, yeah. This needs to be purchased way more, by the way. I mean, it's just that the carry players don't want to purchase it because they want to wait for Roche, so that's what happens. But it's
used
an
to
extremely
have open
good
wounds
shard.
on my hero. I don't want to have to pay for it anymore, you know?
Yeah, but look at the range.
It's true.
It is amazing, guys. Please, if you're a Lifestealer player, just buy it. Look at that. It's crazy.
Way better than it used to
yeah.
be.
This is like you had an Aether lens as Lifestealer or something.
Flea goes down. Bull gets the kill.
He was sitting there for a long time. Ooh. DB? Do you have a bottle? Anyone?
Nick, he has Cataclysm. Oh, a chance here. This is a big opening, although it looks like they're going to back out on Simply TOOBASED.
Oh no, Cataclysm. It can be done.
You know, part of me feels like they don't even need to necessarily like get the Lifestealer in the Cataclysm because they're going to focus him last anyways, right?
Yes. Especially with the Aegis. There's like no point.
Right.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
18 to 23, still a significant lead for Simply TOOBASED. They have any other? I mean, Aeon Disc feels like it needs to be the next thing on the docket. Annihilate's almost got a heart.
I think one of the best things from that big team fight that has a chance of showing this game was Vol's Ghost Scepter was so valuable. I saw that thing just saving him and letting him reinitiate. He did a great job in that engagement. He set up so many of the kills.
They're actually going to have 2 hearts done. Look at that. All right. Okay.
Okay. Not an agi hero, but still, you'll take it.
Definitely. For anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, Dark Portrait on Pingu just completed. So we've got some potential for some pretty cool illusions to get spawned here. And then the other thing that's going to be interesting to watch is, of course, that Stampede with Centaur, getting that damage reduction off. Really deadly, 40%. And, you know, you got all of this built into one big Cataclysm hit. If that doesn't work, it's going to feel really bad.
One of the, like, only ways, really, to try and prevent that.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot you can do versus giant global pure damage.
True. But while they are still ahead, the Cut have been able to stay farming on the map, getting that next tier of items, getting towards, you know, just more farm on all their heroes.
They had so many damage issues, though, and they're soon be dealing with 2 hearts. One on Inalite and one on Monkeys.
Oh, wait, what? Single King Boris, they're in the side there. He's just caught. And the Chrono on the other side with the Cataclysm coming down, trying to bring down.
That's a heart.
Can they bring him down in time? Albertazio back up by Boris, but the call, he kicks him down. Single King able to
return to the king.
They run back in for round 2 now, beating Monkeys forever. Boris is also in trouble. Finding more Empyrean, trying to get out of there. Nick, Alacrity turned now on to Boris. Boris is in trouble, getting hit by his own illusion. Everybody dead on Simply 2 base. And the Cut, they're killing it. They're blowing him up.
Look at it. Look how sad he is.
Easy peasy for the Cut. Oh. Dude, what a fight. Dude,
what a way to start a fight. Dude, that was one of the weirdest starts to a fight I've ever seen. There's just 3 heroes in the trees for some reason. And the Axe Death was so fine. What a buyback. Comes back in, slams down. All right, he did 10,500 damage on Faceless Void, as Pop-Tart is highlighting there.
All right.
He is destroying these team fights right now.
SMD. You can't stop it. So good. And they use the glyph now. Now, again, the problem is there isn't going to be a Roche to take, but this time it feels like they can actually get some buildings. There's going to be some value here. This is 2 tier 2 towers being taken simultaneously. Flea.
What's
a literal
why are you doing
psychopath.
This again? I know. Just
this
dude,
man
he's
is
dead.
out of his mind. What are you doing?
Why? No, don't worry.
Crazy.
I got Stampede, dude. It's fine. I got Stampede. Yeah, just go.
Oh, no. So they take down both towers, get the kill onto Flea.
You know, yeah.
Guys, lag.
Man needs to take his own advice and just flee.
Oh, no.
All right, that's amazing. That's some 10 out of 10 timing. This is to protect the mental damage on his team, you know? If you're rating it right now, you need to type reason ?
Yes.
That's the Sammy Boy appropriate response to this.
That is the NA Dota classic right there.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I want to know. Give me some deets here.
Sirs, why did you pause?
Oh, please just all chat. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, man, I didn't blink in there. That's not me, guys.
GG, team no pause. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah. Drop your items.
Well, nonetheless, I mean, that's just a Dota classic. 2,000 gold lead is what it's been brought down to, and we take a look at those graphs and the swings back the other direction. Now, again, if you didn't watch game number 1, there's parts of this that look kind of eerily similar, where the Cut, they pulled it back, it looked good, and then it all fell apart again. I don't want to jinx anything here, but I just...
Eerily similar.
They got to be careful. Dude, Axe has 5,000 gold after that fight, too. He's eyeing up a BKB right now, thinking about some life choices, where he wants to go next. Got it done.
All right, now, can they do anything outside of giant 5v5 team fight? Because they're going to have a hard time contesting a lot of the split push, I feel like, from 2-base right now.
That's a good point.
No, I don't think you really want to be separate entities right now as the Cut. So if they suddenly just decide, like, I don't feel like playing this Dota game anymore, they could put themselves in some precarious positions as the Cut. But luckily, Roach isn't, like, that far off. Could be 2.5 minutes, so they just play for that. What is better for the Cut? Eggs or Refresher? That's probably Refresher.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I mean, unless they want the tiny eggs again, which I'm guessing they don't.
I mean, particularly when we're thinking about like the Stampede and stuff, like either giving it to the Faceless Void or giving it to the Invoker. Either one's good.
Let me call up my Agnum's expert. He says that the Berserker's Call.
Oh.
It also reduces the enemy armor by 7.
Yes.
And grants Axe 7 armor per affected target, reducing the Berserker's Call BKB piercing stun by 3. Thank you, Suns fan.
Good to know.
So, surely that's who they will give it to.
There's going to be some really interesting things going on here. I feel like now... ooh, wait a minute. Tingle King thinking about going... He also got that extra kill threshold, right? So it's up to what? Is that 600 now? That is a lot.
Holy moly.
Which
That's kind of awesome versus all the strength heroes and tanky heroes these days. Because you think it would be like really bad because of the, you know, they pay like really high, just like flat numbers. But at the same time, being able to cut it up that high.
Right.
Now, percentage-wise, that's not terrible. You can get people that low.
It's like a fifth of Lifestealer's life when his armlet's on.
That's kind of depressing when you put it like that.
Yeah. It's not great, but, you know.
It's okay. They'll have Chrono. T-Ball setup. You know, hopefully he's not regenning too much. Up in there on the Vol.
Up on the high ground. Weird situation. Then the call onto both. Oh my god, he was little shreddering at the same time. Tingle King tries to back away. Vol still chilling up there. Spider legs. Tornado lift up. Ooh, look at the Lifestealer illusion.
Oh, Scourge.
Dude,
He's got to see that rage.
Illusion, look at it. He's beating the crap out of him, period.
Dude, he's got to want to Chrono this, right?
He's thinking about it.
I have no stampede.
Waiting for his opportunity. Oh, the range is there. Gets the Chrono off. Now the beatdown with the Cataclysm. BKB out. Can they kill him in time? The call not close enough, and the threshold wasn't there either. Boris living gets away. Flea looking for the turn now. Finds himself a Tingle King. A good stomp for Monkeys Forever. Now we've got them surging back on Simply 2 base, but the turn. They're going to have Dark Portrait back up again, but he's already dead on that Grim Stroke. Looking for Scourge McDuck, trying to take him down. The stomp, the catch, the call. Tries to interrupt. BKB outforce, tries to run away. Tingle King hoping to escape, but it won't happen. 3 dead for the cut. And Simply 2 base with the buyback. Make it work.
Man, Tingle King's pinging the spot where he blinked right now.
Yeah.
Just saying I was so close. That's crazy. Lifestealer did 6,000 damage in that fight.
That's wild. I mean,
that could have been gone.
That's the thing. You start that fight catching the Lifestealer, you have to kill him. Each of the fights that the cut won previously were won by taking out that Lesh at the start. Didn't happen this time.
Oh man, that was so close. That was such a crazy play. They kind of like hesitated a little bit. They just couldn't get that Chrono when it felt really good, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always going to be tough, especially when you're playing it offensively. That's why the last fights look so good. It's much easier to defend with 5-man white.
Oh god, Vol tries to get out of there. Not going to happen. Has to buy back now. And Scourge McDuck, I mean, he doesn't have Chrono when he comes back up. They're losing all their racks again on the cut. All right, well, they got the Lifestealer illusion, gets eaten up immediately. Dark Portrait on cooldown for a while now.
He's not buying back. He doesn't want it. He says, I'd rather play versus Megas.
Megas will be claimed by Simply 2 base. And it looks like now they got even more of an uphill battle to climb, and they're going back for Roche, and guess what? Man. It's there.
They got to smoke for Roche. They got to go like now. They see this happening. Everyone's going to start pinging it. Ooh. Radiant Vision sees them walking into the pit.
This is the moment. Oh, wait, no, but no Chrono for 30.
They got to go. Doesn't matter.
They need a huge Tingle King call, but he's still 7 seconds away. He can't get there in time.
It's an Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, God. Avalanche toss. They're taking it down. Roche is low. Cataclysm to follow it. It's not going to be enough. Everything's on the ground, but they pick it up. I Annihilate gets lifted, but he is going to get away.
And he's actually carrying everything. He's carrying the Lifestealer, the cheese, the eggs. All Boris grabbed is the Aegis.
Damn, dude.
And the real tragedy is that Flea's Courier got killed. Now he won't have the Walrus kick.
Oh, the cut. Again, it swings back the other way.
Them. When you were like, well, just remember, guys, that last game, you know, it looked really good for them, and then they lost.
You got to give context. If anybody jinxed them, it's Sunspan and Jenkins. I take no responsibility.
Passing the buck.
That's how I do. Don't look now, but Vol has been able to pick up an Octarine core on the Tiny.
Is that someone else's Octarine core that he just found lying on the ground? Yeah. That's interesting.
He's farmed.
I mean, the build-up kind of makes sense, like how that can happen to you as a tiny. You're like, yeah, I'm going to buy Aether, and then you manage to find yourself there. I mean, it's a great item once you have it.
Right.
That's something you next year, maybe expect to get, especially when you have like a life stealer. You could be buying like 4 staffs versus or something.
Right. No, that's for other people. No 4 staffs in this game.
No.
Tingle King's actually trying to get one. It's like, guys, this item's really good. I don't know if you know.
Just pinging Bull's Octarine Core. Sell it.
Refresher is there for Invoker. Lil Nick combined with SMD. They need the big combo. As you can see, Scourge McDuck also queuing up the Rapier. They know they're in sort of dangerous territories. Desperate situations.
Right now, Nick's like on the horse, and he's just going in front of the his line of warriors, some Braveheart stuff. Just giving his speech. We've been here before.
That's right.
We will be there again. Well, we're far behind versus the enemy. They outgreed us. They outplay us, but they won't outslay us. And then they do their giant 5-man team fight again, and he's trotting around. His hair's blowing in the wind. You saw the picture of Lil Nick.
His voice dropped a lot there.
Yes. It's all the horse riding.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, Boris has the real hair. I saw that pic too. This guy looks like someone who could lead some warriors into a final battle here. And this might be
blow up. Runs away. Oh, the silent Pingu! The call afterwards. A chance. They're looking for the right chrono. They're not finding the right chrono. He gets it immediately onto Annihilate afterwards. Cataclysm #1, not enough. The Aeon Disc. Oh, this is not looking great right now for the cut. BKB out afterwards. Bull trying to get him pulled back in again. The call, it's not going to connect. They broke the blink. Another round of Cataclysm, though. Do they have enough?
Force?
Chasing it down, trying to kill off Annihilate, but the bash comes out in time. The dunk is there finally. Boris taking care of business onto all of them, although maybe a chance now with Scourge McDuck taking him down once. Okay, Walrus Punch, Bull down low. Cookie backing away. Actually working for him now, but Annihilate's back in. They got to do it for another round, and it is looking rather rough. Bull eventually killed off, dead for 100 seconds. Big call from Tingle King. Gets dunk #1, but not going to be able to get the second one. Trying to run away from Boris. He's really quick on this axe. Flea chasing down, finding the shards, finding the kill. But he will pay the price as Scourge McDuck gets it. And now tries to run, but the stun is there. And the Abyssal Blade from Boris catches him out in the end. A buyback now used from the axe. There's a billion creeps. Can he get the call of his life? I don't know. It's looking a bit too much. No more Cataclysm.
He wants it real good.
Chance looking for it now. A bash comes out, but the stomp onto Nick. Interrupted, brought down. GG is called. Simply TOOBASED. They take it down yet again. What a team.
What a team indeed. Simply too good. As they take the base of the cut. Very well done. Some tough stuff to fight against. And also we talk about like the cut recovering from game 1 where they kind of had it and things got difficult. When you wipe like that going high ground with a giant lead, and then you kind of get wiped again, you got a match where you're just like, oh no, guys, are we seriously gonna lose this game? But they had like serious mental fortitude. They identified exactly what was happening and they just fixed it. Aeon Disc and not getting picked off first on Boris, man. But the cut were so close in that top chrono. They almost had this game again.
I mean, if he just had 10 extra radius on the range of call right there, that's a kill. And he placed himself pretty much perfectly. I don't think that he could have gotten it. Like
nerf chrono to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
Shrink the chrono so the better Void players can flourish.
I like that idea.
Boom.
I actually don't think that it would help if I'm thinking about it more, but
it's fine.
Okay. So that's gonna do it for our first game. Simply TOOBASED continue their run and looking very, very solid through upper division. The cut will drop another series. Hurts to see it, but there's moments here, and I think that things that they can glom onto where there's like, okay, we put together a good defense. We were able to hold out, keep our spirits up. Did you like some of what you saw from them this game? No?
Sorry, I thought you were asking me if I liked the use of the word glom.
Oh, okay.
I would glom onto the play from actually Lil Nick I thought played exceptionally well this game. He had a bit of a hard early game just based off of his hero versus the enemy heroes and the lack of damage they had overall, but when it came time, like that's the kind of game where you expect it to be the invoker that ends up with like the bad tornado or something, or just gets picked off because he's playing a bit greedy, but he bought all the right items and the teamwork is there from these guys. You can see it. And also, shout out to Tingle King, because I feel like we kind of rag on him sometimes. And he was 0-6-0 to start this game. And then he was one of the big leaders in this potential comeback.
I think that there's sometimes where, like, the like you build up this idea in your head of like what he's gonna do, and then he sort of overcame that, I think, a little bit. And I think that, like you said, he had a bit of a rough one in the couple of previous games, but he really showed out today. So yeah, for sure.
To be fair, every time I praise him, it's just been axe. I'm seeing a pattern, actually.
That's a good point.
So glom onto the Tingle King axe. There you go.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for, like I said, game number 2 of this. Simply TOOBASED able to take it over the cut. We're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, the panel's going to break it all down, tell us all of the wonderful things. I'm sure, they cursed the team 2 times in a row. So I don't know what else to say about this. This is not on me, cut fans. This is not on me. But we'll see you all in a bit.
Okay, Glom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be simply TOOBASED to get the 2-0 win here. Taking down the cut is not a shellacking. It's not an easy one at that. In fact, for moments there, it did look like the cut had potential to take the win, but it is simply TOOBASED to do get the W at the end. I'm back with Jenkins. I'm back with Sunsfan now. And, gentlemen, do you care to explain to me, Sunsfan, I'll start with you, how you guys didn't curse the cut on this series by picking him for both games?
Well, that's very simple. There's no such thing as a curse. That's a stupid superstition only believed by traditional sports fans, not esports fans, traditional sports fans, as well as Arshkosh Gaming, which I think nobody in the right mind would associate with anyway.
I disagree with that, Dakota. I think that we did curse the gentleman on the cut, and honestly, I would say this is probably because Sunsfan convinced me via DMs on Twitter that the cut was going to win. Unfortunately, now that I found out, actually, Little Nick's been messaging me. Sunsfan has been saying how much he hates this little guy. He reminds him of himself in his youth and wishes that he could suck the youth out of Little Nick and leave him decrepit and old. And so, unfortunately,
and
the
fat,
hatred of and unfortunately, the hatred of Sunsfan has kind of seeped over into my vicinity, and I apologize for that to the cut and to the cut fans.
All right. Well, outside of superstition and cuts, and curses rather, the point still being that we felt pretty good about the cut and the draft that they put together, the strategy they were kind of, looking to seek. And, even here in game 2, it was a bit suspect how things were going to work out with stuff like the Life Stealer. But man, by the end, it was quite good. Sorry, not Life Stealer, but Luna, as you see. Oh, no, this is game 1, isn't it? Am I crazy? Was that
this,
that's game 1?
This is
game 1.
Yeah.
That's so thrown off.
I mean, that was a solid game. We can definitely talk about that one.
No, but it's almost a similar story for both games. Like flashes of moments there for the cut, but TOOBASED, whether mentally or not, they felt like there were moments where it was a bit shaky for them. It seemed like they were composed enough to still keep it together and ultimately get the win. Maybe a lot of that riding on the back of Boris, but lots of credit to the support staff too, who kind of were able to back him up through and through.
Yeah, I thought TOOBASED they snowballed pretty hard in this game early on, more so than game 1. They got the first 2 Roches, but I thought the cut had really good like team fight coordination in the mid game to come back. Essentially, the Tingle King buyback at that tier 3 tower top was god tier. Scourge McDuck played pretty well on the Void. The Grim Ags had some sort of effect. It's interesting because we didn't really talk about this pre-draft, but when you pick a Grim, if you're the other team, you kind of don't want to pick an agility hero because you expect them to get a Dark Portrait at some point in the game. I mean, it was a lifesteal. It's maybe not the worst strength hero to get because you got 2 passives. It's decent. It ended up getting a kill. I'm not sure how much impact it had on the game overall. But once they were back in the game, they took a fight in the top section of the Dire base where it was a chrono on Life Stealer just alone. And if they get that kill, I think the game is different, but they didn't. So they lost the fight pretty badly, which ended up turning into Mega Creeps, which ended up turning into a 3rd Roche, which at that stage is just going to be insurmountable.
Yeah.
Does look like we have a winner's interview ready to go. So if this is good to go, let's see if we can have none other than Empyrean going to be joining us on the winner's interview. Empyrean, what's up, my man? It looks like you did get that webcam borrowed again. I appreciate that. Welcome.
Yep.
Congratulations. With
hello.
This win, it does mean that you guys may have solidified yourselves a spot to at least remain in the upper division. Now, was that just kind of the goal you put out for yourselves coming into this? And you've met that mark already? Are you hoping to do more? How does it feel now?
Our goal was to improve basically this season and not get relegated. So I think we definitely hit our goal. That's what we wanted coming in.
All right, good stuff. I mean, you still have plenty of games ahead and maybe some possible upsets you could still do. But speaking of upset, I'm sorry to upset you. We have Jenkins and Sunstan here to ask you questions, so I'll throw it to Jenkins right now.
Empyrean, congrats on the win. I personally pin you as the most improved player that I can recall from the entire both divisions from the 2 seasons. You guys went from looking like a decent stack to the best team in Div 2 to middle of the pack Div 1, which is some like insane progression. And I'm wondering, for you personally, what is the biggest lesson that you learned to make you the player you are now from season 1?
From season 1?
Yeah.
Well, we've played a lot of scrims and watched a lot of replays, so I think over time, just building up a team environment will just naturally make any team and any player better. So we've scrimmed every day almost for the past 2 seasons, and doing that is just going to make anyone better. So
Makes sense.
All right, I guess it's my turn since Jenkins only asked one question.
Well, I have mulligans.
Apologize for that.
I'll let you go
Empyrean.
first, but we
All right,
can.
well, I have a double question. I'm already prepared, unlike Jenkins, who's going to start thinking on his toes right now. But Mr. Empyrean, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on the win. Tell us, since a lot of people may not know about your team overall, tell us about the kind of the team dynamic. Like, who are the talkers? Who are the quiet ones? What's the personality mesh like?
So we have Monkeys and Francis screaming in the corner usually. Like every time Monkeys jumped on Grimstroke in one of the fights near top tier 2, and he just started screaming Grimstroke, Grimstroke, Grimstroke. And Francis is just like walking around doing whatever he does, and he's screaming too. And Boris is the only one with like a calm head. He's like telling everyone what to do and like where to go. And I'm just talking about wards or something. I don't know. That's about it. Danny's like talking about stacks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Typically, when somebody has something in their background that's like a stuffed animal, we ask what the name is. But I'm interested. It looks like a pretty nice frame behind you. What is that a frame of, my good sir? Could you describe if it's a painting? What it's in it?
It's a painting. There's like trees and a mountain. I don't know, a snow-capped mountain.
Oh shit! Some Bob Ross.
Sounds
shit right
wonderful.
there.
Yeah, that's Bob Ross right there. Hell yeah. All right, thank you for answering that
All right,
question.
Here's my mulligan. Here's my mulligan. Okay. Do you have any kind of pre-game rituals? Do you, have to play a pub before you play competitive? Do you have to wake up and, brush your teeth twice? What's your pre-game rituals for your competitive days?
Well, I can tell you that our team has a pre-game ritual for the past 7 days, I'd say. We've been watching Ted Lasso every day.
Okay.
For our games, 1 episode a day. So, to get us in the mood, to hype us up, build team coordination. And we also chant FTC every day before our games. So, yeah,
okay,
that's pretty much it.
It seems to be working, my dude. So good stuff.
Yep.
I hope if you make it to LAN, that tradition will continue.
We always somehow the conversation always turns to TV shows, which is great. But most of the time, again, nothing against anime watchers, but Jenkins always asks these questions, and I'm just sitting here and I have no idea what you're talking about. Ted Lasso, legit, gets you hyped up, gets some positivity in your life. Good choice, my good sir.
All right, Empyrean, I don't want to hold you here too much longer hostage, but I'll ask the question. You played against the Cut, a team you used to be on. We like these kids a lot. There's a lot of promise for them. They haven't yet scored a win for themselves. You guys come in and get it done. Any feelings on kind of going against your past teammates? Any kind of it's good to beat them, but it sucks that they haven't got the win yet. Or are you just like, see you later, nerds. We got the win. W.
We want it to be nice, give a show to everyone who was watching. So we threw a little bit, because they were my former team. It was pretty fun, That's it.
All right, good shit, Empyrean. Thank you so much for hopping on the broadcast to chat with us, GGs, and we'll see you guys play later this week. I believe you're going against Evil Geniuses. Any early thoughts on that?
We're gonna try our best to win. We We already qualified for the next season of Upper Division, so it's no big deal if we lose. We're just going to do our best.
You're going to watch 2 episodes of Tad Lasso and bring double the hype, I'm sure. Gentlemen, thank you so much, Empyrean, again. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Yep, see you.
Shouts to Empyrean and, of course, Simply TOOBASED. A wonderful win by them. And it's
Can
always
I
good to see some new faces besides monkeys. Go on.
I'm sorry to interrupt again, Dakota. I just have to say that, I mean, I follow traditional sports a lot, as you guys know, and it's really good to see like esports teams starting to kind of, maybe mimic is not the right word, but taking some pieces from what's been done for so many years, like this team dynamic, just grouping up and doing something as a group that can help build morale, help build chemistry. I think it's very, very underrated, especially for these teams that maybe haven't been around as long together as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think where you can see that working is not in the games where there are stomps. It's in the games that are really even and back and forth. And I think for most of two-base games, it's been they just stomp the teams that are like worse than them, or they play very standard and eventually win out in the late game. It's never any like sort of comeback situation. So these games were a great example of that.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it's about 20 till the next hour, which is going to be our next series, which, if you don't already know, is us delving into the lower division once again, as we do every Tuesday. But our featured matchup is going to be Arkosh versus the Fel. And again, Jenkins, unfortunately, not going to be joining us for that broadcast. We bid you adieu, good sir. And Neff will be joining us on the panel moving forward. So 10 minutes to go. We'll see you after the break. When we return, more NADPC action coming your way.
I have an invasive surgery that I have to get.
Oh, no! That's right. Production is on it. They're better than me. I can't think. I'm the worst host in the world. And I can't remember that we have our good friends XPG sponsoring the broadcast. Yeah. I like how she just casually like, how about you do this instead? And just throws the graphic up on the screen. Guys, you know what you need to do, though? You need to scroll down right now and hit the giveaway button, because we got one of these beautiful bad boys right here up for grabs. When you click that button, it is the XPG Xenia Notebook. It's the Lifestyle Ultra Gaming Book. It's Gaming Lifestyle Ultra Book. Just take any of those words and mix them around, and you'll get something special there.
Does sound good with any mix of them, yeah.
Any mix right there. On the other side, Keyboard Summoner Gaming. No, I'm just kidding. The Summoner Gaming keyboard, everything going to be coming with a little bit of BTS merch. When you support XPG, you're also, of course, supporting the broadcast, and you're supporting North American Dota. We love that sponsors have entered the scene. Let's show them a warm welcome and our greatest gratitude there. So now I think I've done it right, production. With that said, to help hold you over on the break, we're also going to throw some highlights from our MVP from week number 2. Check out some Abed action in the meantime.